Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Once again, I'm grateful to have this opportunity to talk to you a little. Yes, there are not just teachings, there are not just guidelines, there is an immense love and friendship, just as immense, towards each of you. So, at the same time that many consider me as a father, mentor, advisor, master, I can also be a brother, a friend, an advisor, someone you can totally trust. In current times, feelings are very mixed. On your planet now, we can say that all existing feelings are being vibrated, some more and others less, but everyone is part of this great moment. We would very much like the elevated feelings to be those that were predominant in the entire scenario at this moment. But unfortunately it isn't. Unfortunately, it is low-frequency feelings that are dominating the planet right now. And the worst of them, fear, the fear of dying, the fear of not eating, the fear of not working, the fear of not being able to support the family, the fear of violence. I would stay here talking, thousands of types of fears. This is the most emanating feeling on the planet at the moment. And even you, those who are here on this path and who understand that you are planning, preparing for the new journey, to the fifth dimension, even you, at certain moments of the day, vibrate with fear. Fear of what will come, fear of what it will be like, fear of what the passage will be like, fear, will I go or will I not go? You also emanate fear. Of course, I wouldn't say that the fear you emanate is as strong as that of others, but it is fear, it is the feeling of fear. And this feeling is the one that lowers your vibrations immediately. Even if you are not thinking about the subject, even if you are doing other tasks at that moment, but when you think about a certain subject, and it brings you apprehension, doubt, uncertainty, fear sets in. And I assure you that it is powerful, it changes your vibration in a way that you do not know and cannot even imagine. Being in the third dimension means always being subject to all these problems, all kinds of problems, financial problems, health problems, relationship problems, work problems, numerous types of problems. And we understand that it is practically impossible for you not to have any type of doubt and apprehension about anything. Because above all, you need to eat, you need to pay your bills, you need to make yourself happy, and at this time the survival instinct comes, and that question, which never goes away, will this path I am choosing allow me to have everything I need? Will this path enable me to support my family? And often out of fear, you remain where you are, even though it is a sad, boring path that brings you daily annoyance and exhaustion. You prefer to continue. Because despite everything you feel, it gives you your daily bread. Yet, it's the ego's perspective, that don't change what's working. It doesn't matter if it brings you unhappiness, if it's working, it meets your needs, then don't change anything, stay where you are. This is how the ego manipulates you, because it never encourages new paths. It never encourages decisions that will lead you to happiness, joy, love. Firstly, because for the ego, these feelings are unimportant. Because as many say, they don't pay the bills. So why look for something that will bring you joy, if you are not sure that at the end of the month, you will be able to pay off everything you owe? And then you keep going to bed and getting up to a mediocre life, a life without meaning, a life without love, a life without joy, but with the bills paid, with the family supported. But and you? And your feelings? And where are their achievements? No, you can't give up anything, because you think about your family first. I understand and applaud your way of thinking, but life is not just about doing things for others. I agree that you have a family, I agree that you have children to feed, right? But as an unhappy, hurt, sad being, what are you passing on to your children? That the world is this, just work, work, without any kind of pleasure, and come home always sulking, always nervous, exploding over something. Then I ask you, is this life worth it? Or would a life that was a little more contained, a little more planned, but with everyone happy and laughing, not be a better life? Could it be that even if you earn little, you wouldn't arrive home completely happy? And you would be passing on to your children exactly that it is worth fighting for what you want, for what you like. Today, the vast majority of beings on this planet act like this. They sabotage everything that is good for themselves and only think about others. But what about you? Then many lost the jobs that gave them a living. And now? That was so right, that was so eternal, and how does it all end now? And all those fears come back, with full force. And then you despair, because it seems that the paths are all closed. You weren't a bad employee, but you can't get anything anywhere. Why? Is it because you are looking for more of the same? Are you still looking for that mediocre life of yours? Ah, I understand, but that gave you the means to pay your bills and now you have nothing. And why not reinvent yourself? And why not do something that gives you pleasure? And why not show your family that happiness, peace, joy, is much more important than a lot of money in the account? It's worth changing, it's worth choosing new paths, but paths that bring happiness. Each of you has a dream or more than one, why not chase them? Why not believe they are possible? Why submit to that regimented, sad, boring life, just because you have to support your family? But what about the relationship with your family? She is good. I doubt it is, because you are always stressed, always upset about everything. Now, if you choose something that gives you pleasure and that you feel is doing good for yourself and others, how is your relationship at home? I would say that there may be moments of difficulty, because each new path has many variations until you adapt to it. But if everything is done with love, if everything is done with dedication, it prospers. Believe this. I'm here citing the example of employment, of work, but this applies to anything, this depends on the chosen profession, this applies to what you do with your life. You often choose only money, this will bring me a rich and comfortable life. Yes, you may have a lot of money in your account, but your life may be exhausting, lackluster. You don't work for love and it doesn't pay off, it doesn't prosper, and you become increasingly indignant and upset. So what's the moral of the story, of everything I've said? It won't be easy, my brothers, it won't be easy, my children, it won't be easy, my friends. Change from one moment to the next, follow a path that your heart asks for. No, I recognize that it is not easy. I also recognize that many will not have support from those around them. Because they were also used to living based on money, not based on happiness, not based on seeing someone else happy. The other thing is, damn it, I want to have money in my pocket. Many think so. So the time is to break paradigms, the time is to break the rules, the time is to put the punished ego hidden inside a box in the basement, so that it doesn't keep giving you ideas that only make you survive. Because that's what the ego does, he doesn't want to be in need. But what if you trust that Father or Mother God will meet all your needs? Where is the fear? Where is that fear of change? Where is that fear of imposing a new life on yourself? And I tell you more, if there is love from those around you, everyone will prefer you with a little less, but happy, cheerful, and smiling, than that angry, boring, annoying being, but with money in your pocket. Because if those around you only think about money, what kind of love did you build there? Wouldn't it be time to call everyone in for a chat? And show that it is love, which has to come first. Because when there is love, everyone respects each other. Think about it. Think about what you have built around you. Is there still no time to change? To show them that there is a person there who is capable of love? Why not try? Today, at this moment, I want each one of you to analyze what your lives have been like, what you have done for yourself, to make yourself happy. What have you been doing? Have you only been thinking about others? And about you? Yes, you have responsibilities, yes, you chose to have them, but that's not why your life ended. Inside there is a human being who needs to be happy, who needs to be happy, who needs to find ways that make him happy, even if just for a few moments a day, but ways that make you see that life is worth it, that life is not this routine, this daily repetition, where nothing grows, everything remains. So I will, finally, tell you the following: everything you maintain in a routine, nothing changes, because it is as if you created a machine, in which every day it does the same thing. Now if you break the routine, if you break the paradigms, the machine cannot maintain itself because it gets lost, because that day you did something different, that day you broke the routine. In what way? Changing a path, doing things out of order, changing your way of thinking. Everything is possible. Now for something to happen, you have to make a choice, break the routine. Because as long as you keep your lives exactly the same every day, nothing will change, everything will stay the same. Because that machine will always perform the same functions. Now, the day will come when that machine will rust, because you didn't take care of it, you simply left it running. And who is this machine? It's you. So take good care of yourself, make yourself happy, do it differently, break the routine. I guarantee that when that machine can no longer perform the task, because it doesn't know what will come next, because you are constantly changing your routine, the universe itself will show you new paths, the universe itself will show you new ways of doing things, because it realizes that you have changed, it realizes that you don't want to do the same thing every day. And that is what you will reap. Try it. Do different, think differently, and you will see how things will change.